Boo ba boo. Today I'm going to actually do Wordle because I'm a do 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 do. So let's say that you wanted to think of whatever this word could be, and you start with something like, fluff. Well, that's messed up. How many words could that be? It's not bluff. Could be gruff. Well, shit. On to Sudoku, where I will go easy on myself by going easy. Give me a second. Okay, that's not a song you're gonna hear. Let's start with auto bullshit. 7, 8, 9, 1, 5, 6, 1, 7, 9, 8, 1, 4, 4, 7, 4, 9, 9, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 6, 5, 7, 3, 7, 5, 4, 1, 3, 2, 3, 6, 5, 6, 2, 4, 2, 3, 8, 6. Easy Sudoku! Now let's do it with actually no other stuff. First number I think of is 2, and it can only be here. I think, no, I don't know. It can only be there for this, maybe, or here. Well, it's probably gonna be some down here. So it's up here and there, which makes it have to be here. That's the 2. Then we have a 1. If we think about the 1 can't be here, and then it can't be there because of this one, then it's most likely to be this one, because it has to be in the middle somewhere, and it's blocked by this one. So then this one, this one, this one, this is a 1. There's a 4 here, duh. There's a 4 somewhere else, I don't know. Where's another 4? Up here. These are blocking that section. This one's blocking there. Stuck on 8. There's already an 8. So the 8 has to go over there. And here. Why I switch from 4? Shut your mouth, bitch. There's a 9. Another 9. Then a 9. 4. 44. 440, 44. 440, 44. Nope. 7. 7, duh. The 4 is up here. 5. 5 and 5. We don't know the other 5. Let's try 6. That's a 6. Music. That's a 3. 6 can't be there. Must be there. But which one of them? We don't know. Technically, if there's a 6, it can't be in the middle, then it must be over here because it can't be there. It's where it must go, and then you put this here, and you know that the last 6 is over there. Duh. 7, 7. 3. 7. So I didn't press that. Don't think that I pressed it and actually looked at it. I didn't look. I did not look. The looking is not me. No. The happening of the look is not mine. 3 has to go here because the other 3 has to be in this block somewhere. And because this is a 3, that means this is also a 3. And that's a 5. And that's a not a 4, so it's 5. That's a 4. That's the other 4. 5. 4, 5. That's not my fastest time. Let's go on to this one. 3. Oh wow, we already start with a thing happening. That's nice. Interesting. More things happening immediately. Oh, I hate that. I hate that it's happening too quick. So quick, in fact. It cannot cascade from the beginning. That's ridiculous. The first move cannot be a cascade just because of that. That's too easy. It's not a full cascade. Oh, thank God. I have to do some Sudoku. Woo! Music. Thinking about number, it's like the number 1, but I don't know which one it goes in. How about the number 4 or 8? One of the things, again, the thing. Sixes go down here, and there's a 6, 5, 9 pair. And if you put the 6 here, it doesn't stop the other numbers. So that must be how it goes. Question mark? Unless that's a 9. No, that's definitely a 6. And if 2 and 9 have to be in there. 2 cannot be there, that's a 5. And if 2 cannot be in here, we remove that candidate. That's how we do. Woo woo. Woo woo. And that's a 7, because there's no other 7 in the box. That's easy. That's the only 6 in the entire row. Wahoo. There's a 1879 down here and I can't figure it out. Doesn't matter. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So many numbers. This is the only 4. Doodle-doo-doo. 1, 7. Look up, you see a 9, 5, 7, 5, 6, 9, 5, 6, 9, 4, 6, 7, 8, 3, 5. Has it totally collapsed already? It feels like it has. I told you, it started with a collapse and then it's like, oh, it's not long before you have another collapse. Ridiculous. What the shit? Wait, that's impossible. What did I do wrong? How? 9. What did I do? Oh. So that's an 8. Which means... What? How did... What the actual flippy dippy? Okay, that's freaking weirding me out right now because it started with 7, 3, 7, 8, 4. You can't not do these moves. These have to happen. And then 6 happened, led to a 7. I don't know how that happened. What the actual flippy dippy? Don't eat it, but you just want to grab it. Flip it, stick it. Stick it. That's a 7 because nothing else. In place a 7 there. That's a 6 still. That's a 5. 4, 1, 5, 4. Like, there is no binaries happening. It's just discovery. It has to happen this way. What? Okay, my reasoning was the 6 can't, because 5, that's a trinary. I can't collapse that myself. I made the wrong assessment. You're right. For example, this is a quad. I can't work with that. There's 9 up, but there's 9 down. There's 9 up and 9 down. Strike that, reverse it. 9 in the column. There's a 9. Has to be a 9 column rules. So that makes a 6. That makes an 8. 3. Which doesn't tell us a lot except for this 4, which tells us the 8. Which makes 3. 4. 6 over here, 5, 7. This looks like a proper collapse. Like, I didn't... What is going on? This is not possible. Listen, I'm going to go through this one more time, okay? There's a 3 here. There's a 7. This is another 7. That's a 6. It has to be. That's a 5. What? An 8. That's a 4. This is a 7. There's a 1 here. A 3 there. What the hell? After this, what? Has it fully collapsed and then I need to deduce? What did I get wrong? How did I even get anything wrong here? I said 7 because there is no other place for a 7 in that block. So that is a 7. Here, it's a 6. There, it's a 5. That's not an assumption. That's the truth. It has to be. There's no other places for them. Like, I wasn't not paying attention to something across the screen. It's just how it is. Is there anything else? I feel like other things... Oh, there's a 5. 4. I'm thinking that something's wrong. I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna dick I'm gonna probably declare this to be a false puzzle because this can't fail like that, right? That's a 4. Again, it's an 8. That's another 4. Right? I feel like I've made different discoveries, which is good, I guess. So, what's next then? Next was I fought 9 in the column. That's not true. And then there's 9 elsewhere things. Okay, so what's this one? It's 951. Well, there has to be a 1 here somewhere. And unclear. 7. Okay, if I can't eliminate any other 7s because if one goes up, the other one can go middle, the other one can go down. There it doesn't leave anything else. There's no reasoning. This is a 3, however. In the entire block, no other 3. And now it's a 1. and that gives me this one. Right? And what's after that? 3, 3, 8, 3, 6, 9, 6, 8, 2, 2. Well, it can't be 2 and 2. This is the only 2 in that block, so that does that for me. And then this is a 9. That's a 2. Still, it's interesting how these discoveries don't... Again, I'm not binarying, so that's something. If 7, 6, 7 cannot... You can't have two 7, 6s and also have 7 and 6 somewhere else. It doesn't work. So we have a 5, 9, and 7, 6 binaries. That's like one of the rules I've figured out of this game. For example, this is a twisted mix, so it doesn't really work the same way. For example, 7, 7 pair, 5, 5 pair, 5, 6 pair. But if 5, 6, 6 has to be here, leaving 5 somewhere else here in 9, leaving 5 elsewhere in 7, and with 1, 5, 9, but yeah, 5, 9, 1, whatever. Everything seems to be correct, at least so far. Okay, this column, no. This column, no. This column, 9 is on the top. 965 is right. 2 is on the top. I wish that would tell me more. Crap, I'm not seeing anything. Like, this is an 8 binary with the 2, 3 binary with the 9, 8 mixture. 8, 8, 9, and 6 in the triple. And then leading to the possibility of 9, 3, 5, 7 for that, and the 8, 3, 2. I'm stuck. Well, that is to say I would have to try a binary in order to solve a medium, and I don't like doing that. So if 3 must be in this row, and then 8 also, then we have to mix the 5, the 6, and the 7 around, and other thing, 5, the 9, 3, 7, 5. Makes it seem like 5 is here. But I can't be sure. Where is the sure? Where's the thing that makes it obvious? If only I had the other bit of the math that tells me that other thing. Wait, if 9, 7, and 5, 7. 9, 6, and 5, 6. Okay, imagine this is 6 and 5. That would be a 9. If this is 9 and 5, that doesn't work. So it would have to be 9 and 6. You know? Am I getting a call on Discord? 5, 6, 9. The 1, the 2 is a binary, trinary. 2 is another trinary. 8 is only up there. 8 is only up there and only in that block, so that limits that. And I have to think about if 8 here too, the last numbers are 5 and 9, that still works. Oh God. Part of me hates binaries, because if I say 9, 3, 6, 5, 7, 9, 2, 6. Oh, we're already at a fail. Wait, where did I start? I started at 9, so if it's not 9, then it must be 3. Which gives me what? Unfortunately, 3 gives me nothing. That's freaking great. Oh no, it gives me the other is 9. Because it has to, and then that makes that a 6, 8, 2, or 3, I mean. Which gives me this 6, that 5, this 7. What? You can't collapse both ways and be wrong. That doesn't work. Did I forget which way I collapsed the first time and it was like, oh, this can't because of the other thing, and then if I do this, that, 2, 6, 7, whatever. It probably is going to collapse after this, or because of this. There's not much else that can happen. Whatever. I don't like using binary to solve Sudoku, but it's just to pick a path at that point, and if you, like, whatever. Just whatever. Let's go into hard. This one doesn't have any gimmies, so we have to immediately also do deduction. Great. Love it. That's good. I like that, actually. This is a 3 by Sudoku. And other reasons. First number, very easy. 9. Similarly, that's a 9. Must be. 5, 5. That's a 5. Everything else blocked, so that's fine. 3 over here. Okay. A bunch of numbers leading up to a 2 here. There's another 2, leaving this 2 pair unknown, but that's fine. We'll move on. 1, considerably unknown, except for this is a 1, so that makes it easier. It means here and here have to be 1s. And the top side has to be a 1 on that block, so that's good. Meaning there has to be something in the middle, and the only one in the middle is here and top. So it actually could be anything. So that's not as clear as I would like it to be. The 148 set doesn't help. 76952 over there. Wait, this is a 3. Okay, good. And then we have less places for less different numbers. 4-8 pair means 8 cannot be elsewhere in, and the 4-8 cannot be elsewhere in the block. Shut up. Okay, so that's not 4 and that's not 8. 4. So that's a 1. That's a lot of reduction. Because when you have a 4-8 pair, they have to be in those two positions or else it doesn't work. So this is also not a 4 or an 8. So we have a 6-5 pair. And because we have a 6-5 pair vertically, that's all that we can expect there. 6-5, 6-5, something, 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 something. Doesn't help. 5 down there. 3. Throughout the column, there's a 3. There you go. That was actually a really easy for you to find. Here's another 3. 3 is solved. Woo! Doesn't tell us anything, but that's good. We still have stuff progressing. There's a 4. 8. Uh-oh, tiny collapse. Did it help? No. Surprisingly, no. Scanning. Brain manipulation. Oh, that's just a 6. That's a 1. It just is. Here's a bomb. Here's a bomb. BLNZ Shut up. 7-7 in the middle. Interesting. 4 and the 6-7, 5, 8, 9 in the block. Boom. That's cool. 9 elsewhere? No, but that's something. 7. I just showed up. Stop doing that. And then, if we have 4 column, that means 4 elsewhere and column doesn't. But we kind of already know that. So then 4 column 8, 6, 8, 2, 9, 2, 9, 8, 7, 5. I don't. Oh God, I wish I understood. Wish I understood better. Then the numbers just pop out of nowhere, like 1, for example, but not exactly. And 1 doesn't, or doesn't, and doesn't even more so. My teeth feel weird. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 6, 9, 2. If 9, 2 doesn't stop anywhere else for the 9, 2, it's the 9, 2 binary. So 9, 2, 9, 2, 9, 2, 9, 2, 9, 2, 8. 4, 8. Wait, no, that can't be a 8 because 4, 8 in the box precludes this from being an 8. So that's something. Maybe. Well, it's one less thing to think about. I like that. 6, 7, 6 column, 5 on the top. So that's interesting. 5 is so unknown, though, everywhere else. It seems to be able to be anywhere. But if we were going to if we were to consider where a 5 can be, I still don't have answers. The 9 and the 2 pair with the 8. 8's, wait, 8, 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 7. There's gotta be, there should be something about that, but there isn't enough. And then, the 5, 6. If the 5, 6, then what? If I chose 6, and that's 5, then I get 8, and that's 7, 8, 6, 5, 7. So that's false. Okay. So I said 5, 6. I started with 6 there, so it's a 5 instead. 6 would go here, 4, 8. So it's like going down paths. There's no other way for it to go, either one way or the other. And once enough things have been checked, like that's a binary, and then we are at an impasse. There are no other lengths to that string. That's annoying. This is the only 4, however, in the box, so that's another thing we found. This is the only 6 in the line in one direction. This is the only 8 in the other. So that's something that makes a 7. Doesn't give us much. Smudge. It doesn't give a smell. Oh, that's a 5. It continues. I didn't notice it continues. And that doesn't, now it stopped, I think. All the numbers are there. Okay, cool. Well, this is a 5 because deduction. There are no other 5s in the block, but also there's no in the column. So that's easy. This is a 6. That's a 7. That's an 8. That's a 2. 9. 8. 7. 8. 7. 5. 4. 1. 5. I could have done them backwards. 2. 6. 9. 1. 2. 8. 9. 6. 4. 1. 8. 4. Not bad. And that is hard, done in under 40 minutes. Not bad. Could have been better. I mean, hard was done pretty good. How did I do medium? Medium was the long one. But whatever. It's interesting that medium and hard became roles reversed. And I'm not going to explain easy because easy was a minute longer than my usual. I'm not going to care much about that. But it's the fact that medium was twice as long as the hard that baffles me, because if I can do medium in 20 minutes and hard in 10, something didn't quite jive right, and I don't know how to explain that. But if you enjoyed this Or if you were startled at the fact that I beat this so easily versus the other one, blah, 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 consider subscribing and see how I do it the next day. I do this daily.